Hello, everyone. So, welcome back to another round of rapid fire reviews. Of course, I do these when I get a little behind on some of the smaller movies that come out this year. So, most of these are streaming titles, and I just basically give my quick little overview and rating score of these movies. Just really quick overview what I thought, what I would score them, and if I'd recommend them or not. We have Against the Ice, which you can find on Netflix, Fresh, which you can find on Disney Plus or Hulu, No Exit, which you can find on Disney Plus or Hulu, and The Weekend Away, which you can find on Netflix. So without further ado, let me do my quick rapid fire reviews for all four of these films, and yeah, let's get into it. So we're going to start off with Against the Ice. This stars, I always forget his name, but Jamie Lannister. If you've seen him in Game of Thrones, he's in this film, and it is about two explorers basically in Greenland trying to find a passage that would disprove a claim that the Americans have on Greenland's territory, whether it belongs to them or whether it is the states in Greenland. And that's kind of the basic overview of this. There's Jamie Lannister's character is very, very experienced in travel and basically survival in the Arctic, where the volunteer who comes with them, it's his first time in the Arctic. He doesn't know a whole lot about everything, but he's driven, he's determined to learn the lifestyle. And it basically turns into a year and a half long of them having to survive in the Arctic, basically document all of their findings and get back to Greenland's parliaments to tell them about their findings and basically stake a claim of land for Greenland, or does it fall into the hands of the Americans? And they have to document this in order to just basically have evidence to support their findings. So this movie definitely goes into survival. So it is very, very rough. If you are a dog lover, don't watch this film. Like if you like animals, it's very, very hard to watch. They definitely don't go away from just basically what someone would have to do and the sacrifices that they'd have to make themselves and what they would have to sacrifice in terms of others to survive on such a mission like this. It's definitely very true to insert in the history that it is adapted from this. It is based off a true story, and I just feel like the pacing in this was very, very slow. There were a few storylines that I just found were um, I don't know. It was very tough for the actors to work with the material. You could very much tell throughout this film. It's very dull and bland. I wish there just would have been a lot more of like a character dissection between the two of them. Cinematography, I feel like could have been quite a bit better in this too. The score is just a little bland. I just found that this movie could have been so much more. It's definitely is very draining and not taking away from that. I mean, like I said, it does seem to very much paint the accurate picture of what these two men would have gone through, but I just found it was very dull. And yeah, with everything taken together, I'm going to give the Against the Ice a 6 out of 10. The next film that I have is Fresh. This stars Sebastian Stan, and again, you can find this on Disney Plus. It's about just a little under 2 hours actually, and I don't want to kind of go into this too much, but just because I didn't know really a whole lot going into this film, and I was very pleasantly surprised. If you've ever seen Parasite, that movie takes a completely wicked turn about halfway through the movie, and I found that this film kind of did that as well. But it starts off with Sebastian Stan meeting the main protagonist in this film in a supermarket. They hit it off. It starts off as a romantic comedy, and it turns into basically them just starting to fall in love with each other, and they take a trip to cabin out in the woods, and it completely changes from there. I liked the twist quite a bit. I thought Sebastian Stan had an amazing performance in this. He was definitely very, very intimidating in the ways that he had to be. Yeah, I just like the way that this played out. I thought the pacing was fantastic. I thought the music was really, really good. I thought it had a great blend of like the two genres that it tried to go into. Even when it started off as the romantic comedy, I really, really like. I was having fun with it. I thought it was cute, funny, all those things. And then yeah, when the twist happened, I thought it was just very well executed. Like to start it off and to continue it on. I really, really like this film. It can get a little generic and very predictable at times. There's some really funny commentary that some of the other characters have in it. I feel like if you watched Get Out and you liked Daniel Kaluuya's friends kind of role in this, you'll like another character in this film just as much as that guy. Yeah, there's a lot to like about this movie. I thought the performances were great, especially on Sebastian Stan's parts. Definitely doesn't shy away from the themes that it goes for, and yeah, I do highly recommend it, and that is why I'm gonna give Fresh a 7 out of 10. It's yeah, I really highly recommend it to anyone who wants to check it out. Next film we have is No Exits. This you can find on Disney Plus and Hulu. Basic overview of this is there is a young girl who's in a rehab facility. She finds out that her mother is in hospital undergoing treatment and basically treatment that could save her life or take it away from her. So she escapes from the facility that she's in, goes on a road trip, but gets caught up in a really bad snowstorm, which takes her to a community center where she's going to spend the night and just wait out the snowstorm until morning until she can move and hopefully the highways open up. While she's there, she realizes that one of the vans in the parking lot has a young girl who is being kidnapped in the van, and it's basically her trying to figure out who the kidnapper is, who she can trust, and yeah, that's basically all that I'll kind of give away about this movie. Um, it's not good. I did not enjoy this movie at all. It is one of the worst directed films I've seen in a long, long time in terms of just oh my god, there's so much that I can say about it. There's a lot of times where, well, the gunshots in this film sound like basically like the pop guns. There's times where people are like driving away trying to get out of the parking lots, their tires get shot out, and all of a sudden they're in front of a lamppost that they weren't in front of earlier on. And even if like their tires didn't get shot out, they were gonna hit this lamppost anyways. Oh my goodness, there's just a lot of really bad things about this film. The acting isn't that great, but a lot of that I think suffers just from the hands of how poorly this film was directed. It's very boring, extremely predictable. One of the most predictable thriller movies I've seen. I want to say at least in the last 10 decades, if not every single thriller movie I've ever watched. It's just so generic, so boring, not well paced at all. The characters aren't interesting or really anyone to root for. Yeah, they're just it's not a good film, and definitely a lot of that is ruined by the direction of this, but I can't really recommend it to anyone. I'm gonna have to give No Exit a 3 out of 10, and yeah, just I mean, it's not even kind of funny bad or one of those good bad movies. It's just stay away from this one in all honesty. The last film I have you can find this on Netflix is The Weekend Away. It is about two friends from university basically getting back together to celebrate one of the two girls' divorce in Croatia. And they basically go out for a night, get so drunk, and the one girl doesn't remember anything that happened from the night, but she realizes that her friend is missing, and it becomes basically a big case for her to solve where she can't trust the police. She has to find out the people that they talked to the previous nights. Yeah, the police don't trust her. There's a cab driver who knows everything that's going on about everything and just kind of turns into a plot line where she can't trust anyone and not even really herself. And again, this is not a good film. I just found some of the most generic and really dumb plot lines. It's horribly paced. Um, yeah, it's it's filmed in a way that's kind of like mocking you because it thinks it doesn't think that you can understand what's going on in the film, but it's very clear to see what is going on, and there's just so much justification that they try to throw your way, which is just a hot mess in terms of storytelling. And again, this is a film that I can't recommend because yeah, it's just an absolute mess in terms of just pacing and plot line and just throwing things your way that truly are so generic and been done so many times so much better than what this film tried to do from it. So yeah, I'm gonna have to give this one a 3 out of 10. I was really considering going lower than No Exit on it, but yeah, both of these films I would say just definitely skip and stay away from. So if you've seen any of these movies, please let me know what you thought about them in the comments down below. And if you like these rapid fire reviews or you like this video, give it a thumbs up. You can check out everything I do on this channel through my playlist down below, and also links them up top here. Subscribe, turn the little ringer on if you want to know when I upload new videos. If you want to check out everything I do Twitch live stream wise, there is a link to that in the description of this video and also my channel bio. And in both of those places, there's a link to the Media Mountain, which is my Discord, where we talk about movies, video games, comic books, TV, pretty much everything that's awesome in this world. So you can definitely check out that amazing community, join it, help make it even more amazing than it is already. And yeah, just awesome, guys.